NHL Nightly with your host, the sportsman, a.k.a. Peter Lebowski, a.k.a. Jeremiah Maxwell. And with him, as always, maybe Perlo, Wisdom, and Rico in Barry. Hey, what's up, everybody? I think our days of 600 people in the chat are probably over. Let's see. Hey, Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. We got Rocket we got a freshly haircutted Rocket in the chat, or in the show today. Rocket, he's so happy. He's got a home. Okay. What a great day, man. And I'll tell you what, I wanted to ask you guys this right off the top. Can you remember an NHL trade deadline where like almost all the trades happened before the trade deadline? I'm like, there's not going to be much happening tomorrow. I mean, the Gensel trade is all but go ahead, Pearl. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I agree.
Yeah. I can't think of a time where we saw this much movement in the NHL trade deadline where, I mean, you know, we saw the big trades like a few months ago with Lindholm and I was giving Rutherford and Alvin credit, but we've had so many trades so today, let's just recap a few of these trades. And then I want to get your thoughts and feelings on it. And then tomorrow I'll be on with Hot Take Hockey, but there's so much great content out there. Daily Faceoffs doing their stuff. ESPN's got theirs. Of course, I'm sure there's a ton of Canadian streams. I'm sure SDPN, you guys will all be able to find a home to watch something. So the most recent trade was Anthony Duclair. I actually thought San Jose got a pretty nice little haul for him, a third-round pick, and Jack Thompson. Hot Take Hockey had some things to say about Jack Thompson, like he was pretty good. He was streaming from a McDonald's today in Pennsylvania on his way back to Toronto. By the way, the Flames win 6-3 tonight against Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay smash them. They've traded out their team. The Flames did an AHL trade with the Stars. We won't go into that one. Carolina gets a 6th-round pick from Toronto, and Toronto gets Cade Weber, an unsigned 6'7" guy that they had. So Toronto's going to sign. That's another AHL deal. Anthony Beauvillier, I thought this one was interesting. Anthony Beauvillier from Chicago to Nashville for a 5th-round pick. Now, and remember, Anthony Beauvillier used to play for the New York Islanders. Barry Trott's very familiar with Anthony Beauvillier, so he must like something about the player. Hey, how about Chris McFarland completely rebuilding his 4th line? What is happening here? He gets Jakob Trinan for Jeremy Hansel and a 3rd-round pick. They also acquire Brandon Duhaime. I think Brandon Duhaime is going to score a big goal for them. He gets Brandon Duhaime for a 3rd-round pick, a 2026 3rd-round pick. The pick for Trinan was a 2025. Edmonton acquires Troy Stetcher for a 7th-round pick. I don't hate it. Defensive depth. Anaheim and Montreal do an AHL trade. We don't have to talk about that. Joel Edmondson, obviously, we talked a little bit about that. And then, of course, you know, yesterday we broke a little earlier with the show. We did not upload that podcast. We will tonight because we want to finalize everything. The Daniil Miramanov to the Calgary Flames for Noah Hannafin. Everybody's head on Twitter is exploding because of the unbelievably ridiculousness of people crying about the LTIR stuff. Like 16 teams are using LTIR right now. I'm sure Vegas would rather have Mark Stone healthy. And then Alex Wenberg to New York. So I feel like we've talked about most of the trades before that. We talked about Edmonton's trade with Anaheim for Sam Carrick and Adam Henrique. Let's just go through those guys. Bowen Byram had a goal today too, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Sabres, yeah, for the Buffalo Sabres.
I didn't take that prop. I should have probably took that prop, yeah.
I took an Anthony Manta goal prop tonight for Vegas, so hopefully that's it.
Yeah.
He's playing he's playing on the 2nd line with William Karlsson and Chandler Stevenson.
That game is underway, by the way. that game is underway.
Nice prop. Nice prop.
Did you guys also see, just not to get off topic, but did you guys happen to see?
Before we go on, I had Nylander to score the first goal for Toronto yesterday at +1,000.
Yesterday or today against Boston?
No, yesterday against Buffalo. I had that. So I just want to put that out there.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And hey, remember, I wanted to let me say this too, and for Perlo, I often plug his website, but I want you listeners to know that Perlo doesn't just handicap hockey; he handicaps other sports. He does a lot of baseball, and you said you're doing basketball and stuff too.
Basketball is going really well. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So I always forget to say that you do other sports.
Okay.
So any of our listeners, check out Perlo. He's doing pretty good. Oh, damn. 21 for Vancouver just took a stick to the face or a puck to the face. I think it was on a slap shot there. Oh, Höglander.
Hey, Beard, are you at 503 subscribers now?
We are over 500 subscribers. We went over 500 subscribers. Yeah, we hit over 500. We hit our goal of 500 by the end of the year, and we hit it by the end of March. So that's pretty cool. Mantha, by the way, was the one who committed that penalty, so he's in the box. I didn't see the play though, so we'll have to see that. We'll have to see how that shapes out. But yep, we did hit our 500 goal subscriber. So our next goal is 1,000. We've 1,000. We can monetize. You guys can donate to the stream. Again, all that money will go back into the show to get Rico and Perlo new stuff and stuff for the show. And then we'll have merch. Rico's parents hopefully will hook us up with that. So super excited. Yeah, that's a 4-minute double minor. Not a great start for Anthony Mantha, actually. Yeah, that's not a great start. Anyway, let me crack this kombucha from Zip. I'm getting a little throaty here. I don't know why I'm playing with this. It's not working, so whatever. I also got the Sharks and Islanders on. Are there any other games that you guys are watching? I don't think there was any super
Nashville Buffalo. I need Nashville team total over 3.5, and I got them to win regulation.
That was the other game.
I got Nashville in regulation, so I'm good there so far, I think. What's the score there?
3-1, 2 goals, Peter Forsberg, Philip Forsberg.
Peter. We're old when we're mixing up the names, the players that were great ones.
But the big thing was Washington was going to beat Pittsburgh, destroy Pittsburgh. I wish I would have bet more on that.
What a game. I mean, I would have never picked a game to be like this, but they just the first goal of the game was Tom Wilson's shorthanded goal. Then Ovechkin gets on the board. Then Nick Jensen scores his first of the year.
Forsberg assist. Philip Forsberg hat trick just scored 4-1.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is there a more bet out there this year than Roman Josi assist prop? Those things are like death and taxes, man. They seem to happen every Nashville hockey game.
You know who else had a hat trick today?
Timo Meier. Yeah, Timo Meier had a hat trick. Guess who else scored today? Alex Nylander. This guy's all of a sudden on fire.
Yeah,
he's Columbus. Maybe not getting something.
This could be a good trade for Columbus, man. I'm with you.
Crazy.
Oh, Frank Saravelli, 47 seconds ago. There is no contract extension in the works for Jake Gensel after the trade is executed between the Canes and Pens. No permission was granted prior to the deal. Carolina hopeful to get acquainted with him and then begin conversations. They ain't going to be able to afford him. Getzel's had more 40-goal seasons than Nylander. He's going for 11.
If Bunting's going the other way, that's going to be some salary dump too.
Did that reek of Dubas?
Yeah.
Did that reek of Dubas? What do you think, Rocket? Rocket's not sure. He's not sure. Can I put you down, guy? Let me put you down. Okay. Sorry, fellas. All right. Unbelievable.
Never have to apologize to be paying attention to your puppies.
Yeah, he keeps pawing at me, so I want to give him attention. I've never seen that before, where a dog paws at my face too. Hopefully we're getting some good internet connection here, guys. Let me know, y'all in the chat if it looks like I'm a little blurry. I think I'm coming in clear as you are on the YouTube side of the house. I think our internet just seems to slow. Huh? Yeah, just here. Give me a second. I'll let you guys take it over, and I'll put it over to the hard line and see if we can make it.
Okay. Dead error.
Yeah, buddy. So that's a good goal. Philip Forsberg, they looked at it again. So that's good. I got Nashville team total over 3.5.
That.
I thought you took Nashville team total over 3.5.
Yeah, I have that too. I have Nashville team total over 3.5 too.
Yeah, it's 2-0 Minnesota and Arizona.
I got mini all day on that game. Yeah. I got the over too, but
okay, I'm back. Let's see how this goes.
Better now?
I don't know. We'll see. It looks better. Okay, we'll see. Whatever. Yeah. So I'm not watching the Arizona Nashville game. We'll just figure that one out. I'm gonna put this down. This is not helping me at all. Yeah. We can recap all the scores, I guess, before we go back to the trades. I'll pop those trades back up. Maple Leafs lose 4-1. Hot Take Hockey was really heated about the 2011 Bruins coming out. You know, they announced that before the beginning of the season, HTH, where they were going to say every original 16 Boston was going to wear the thing and they were going to do something special. It's their 100th anniversary, man. And of course they're going to do something special against. Didn't they beat the Leafs in 2011 too? I mean, they usually do somehow in the playoffs. I watched a little bit of that Hurricanes Canadians game. That game could have gone the Canadians' way early. They could have jumped all over them a little bit, but probably the Hurricanes were feeling pretty good. Again, still can't believe Edmonton got smoked by the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets outshot them. Blue Jackets been playing some good hockey all of a sudden. And then, Perlo, you had the Flyers on that, or was that you, Rico?
I took the Flyers to beat Florida.
I had the under.
I needed the Panthers to win so bad because the Caps are trying to make the playoffs still. Devils win 4-1. We talked about Timo Meyer's hat trick. That's awesome to see him get going, by the way. So he's going to be close to 20, 25 goals by the end of the year. So that's good. They need that from him. They probably want to get 30 from him, honestly, but what they're paying him. Caps just dominated. Ovechkin, 55 goals, and he'll pass Wayne Gretzky. Oh, by the way, most road goals against the Pittsburgh Penguins all time, past the assistant coach of the Washington Capitals, who had the previous record of 24 goals against
funny.
Road.
It's funny that you fire the coach and all of a sudden Myers goes for a hat trick. So
that is interesting, man. Maybe that's a change that needed to happen anyway. I'll tell you what, man. Tonight, Carberry, like just watching the Capitals play such sound hockey, it's like, where has this been for the last 5 years? Nothing against Laviolette or something, but I feel like sometimes these coaches try to pigeonhole these guys. So, look, 2-man advantage for the Vancouver Canucks with 9 seconds. For 9 seconds, Mantha's going to be able to get out here, but it's still 0-0. Vancouver hasn't done much with a double minor. Preds are still up 4-1. There's 11 minutes to go in that. Wild have scored. Kaprizov, his 30th goal. Think he's worth the money? That guy's good.
Yeah.
$9 million. How good is that guy? Zuccarello's 40th assist, by the way, and Brock Faber's 31st assist on the season.
Zuccarello, power play points for Zuccarello are money too this year.
Dude, he's so good. He was so good with the Rangers. I love that guy.
And he's still an old guy, too. He's like 34, 35 years old.
I think he's like 37. He'll be 37. I'll look it up.
Really?
But I think he'll be 37 this year. He is. I gotta pull it up right here. He is okay. Went to the NHL. He is 36, born in 1987. He will turn 37 in September. Yeah, called it, baby.
Crosby.
Yeah, he is his age number. Yeah. Oh, he's awesome. Oslo, Norway. Love that guy. Big fan of Matt Zuccarello.
Is that the best Norwegian player of all time?
Oh, gotta be. We'll have to look that up. Let's bring that back Monday and let's do some research and see if you can find who is the best Norwegian player of all time. By the way, he has 11 goals, 40 assists, 51 points this year for the Minnesota Wild.
I thought he was from Switzerland. I didn't know he was from Norway.
Norway. He's from Norway.
Okay.
Who was that? There was a guy that they called the Wayne Gretzky of Norway. I'll look it up.
Was that Dale Weiss? Was it Dale Weiss?
Dale Weiss.
No.
Was it Dale Weiss?
I'll look it up. You keep on talking. I'll look it up.
Oh, Vancouver scored, by the way.
Nice.
Was it Hoglander or Pure Suitor?
Dude, honestly, this is a huge game for Vegas. They got to find their game. I'm really concerned about. They've lost 3 in a row, and I understand they have a lot of injuries. They've missed Eichel. They're missing Stone now. But they got to find their way.
You got to get a little bit worried now.
Quinn Hughes on the power play.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was 5-on-3 for a second, but they got to find their way. Vegas.
I have Vancouver money line on that game, so I'm liking that.
Vegas has got to. Vegas likes to play a tight game, a tight checking game. Is Hannafin in the lineup for them? By the way, I didn't see. I didn't go to check.
I took a small play on the draw in this game. Hannafin is in the lineup.
Okay.
Mantha and Hannafin are in.
Well, I saw Mantha. Mantha took the double minor, so
yeah.
Not how you want to start a game at home, but
I don't know, boys. The TNT guys were stroking off McCarr last night, and not talking too much about Quinn Hughes, but those guys are going to fight it off for the Norris, I think.
I hate to tell you, bro. After last night's performance, I don't know how McCarr doesn't win it. I like Quinn Hughes. What's the points? McCarr is already the all-time leading scorer in goals and assists for the Colorado Avalanche. I mean, I know they didn't have but Rob Blake played there a couple of years. I mean, it's just unbelievable. This guy has already won a Norris. He's already won a Stanley Cup. He's already won a Conn Smythe. If you said you think he's the best hockey player in the NHL, I don't know that I would argue with you. I get McDavid. He's like a freak. I'll tell you too, I do think it hurts McDavid that he plays in Edmonton just because people don't pay attention enough, but I don't know, man. Unbelievable. What is going on with X on my thing? There we go. Oh, Singsy is crying about Sharon Govich because he had Sharon Govich has got a new career high with 25 career goals, and he's tearing it up for the Flames, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's pop up these trades and talk. I just want some input, and then let's get a little bit of where you guys feel it's going to go tomorrow. I mean, really, I feel like the biggest name left is probably Buchnevich if they trade him. And then I would say you're looking at maybe Frank Vetrano.
The guy I was thinking about was Espen Knutson. Sorry.
Oh, remember he killed a kid. He killed a kid in the
remember Espen Knutson?
Yeah, remember he played for the Blue Jackets. Remember he shot a puck that went into the stands and it killed a girl. Killed 14-year-old girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
How do you kill her?
That's been.
It wasn't his fault. I mean, the puck actually went off 2 people and hit her. She got a concussion.
It hit her.
Her family
It wasn't.
didn't take her to the hospital. They let her sleep with it, and she never woke up.
Wow.
So that's why you started seeing nets. That's where the net's about. That's about when nets came around. Okay, so we got our friend Darkness in the chat. Okay, we got our friend Darkness in the chat. He says, I don't see us doing much tomorrow, maybe 50% for Scandell, late round pick. That's about it. We'll see. Okay, yep, it does look like they're probably not going to move Parenko. I think Buchnevich could be moved, but I feel like Doug Armstrong probably going to get a better deal moving. Actually, I don't know, man. There's some desperate teams. I think the Vegas Golden Knights could be on Buchnevich. They've got the cap space with the thing. Oh, my God, Vancouver scored again. Yeah,
they're all over Vegas right now.
Yeah, it looks bad. It looks bad. Okay, so let me pop these up, and I want to get your guys' opinion on these trades. We can go through this. I know we got games, and some significant games too with the Islanders and Sharks. That's a big game for the Islanders if they're going to keep their playoff hopes alive, right? So let me zoom in here so you don't have to see the thing here, but we'll just let's just go with the acquiring teams. Let's see. I'll make it a little bit smaller, I guess, here. Is that good? Is that pretty readable? You guys feel like you could read that? Yeah, I like Anthony Duclair to Tampa. I do want to say this. Perlo had talked about it earlier that you had a future on Tampa not making the playoffs, and they just haven't looked good to me.
I took it beginning of the year. I took Tampa to miss the playoffs. Yeah, but they might still make it, even though they're sucking right now, hardcore. But they might still make it.
No, I like that Duclair team for Tampa, but that was a big loss to Calgary tonight. Nice thing about Duclair is he had a bit of a slow start to the year in San Jose. I get it too. I mean, you're playing for the Sharks, or getting blown out of the building every night. You know, they have shown a lot of fight lately as well too. You know, maybe playing for each other a little bit more nearing the trade deadline. The games mean a little bit more to other teams as well too. And one guy that stepped it up for San Jose lately has been Duclair. So, you know, obviously he's got a little bit of motivation, something to play for. So I think it'll be a decent fit on Tampa. It's just, I think they need to acquire another defenseman as well too. They need another D back.
They add speed in scoring, right? They add speed in scoring, and I agree with you. Perlo, what are your thoughts on that one? What do you like?
What was that?
Duclair to Tampa.
Yeah, I don't think they do it.
No,
I think Tampa kind of like they just gave up some money to get a 4th round pick, right? So I don't think they're buying. You know, I think they're just kind of got to go with what they got, and that's it.
So you don't like Duclair to Tampa?
Well, I just don't think that they're buying. I don't think Tampa's buying. I think Tampa's just trying to pick up a couple picks and see what they can do in the playoffs.
The deal's done, though.
I think you're missing a point. They made the trade. They gave up a 3rd round pick in that.
I'm sorry, they made the trade already.
That's do you see the screen?
It's fine,
dude. Look at the screen, man. I got it up here. Fine. What's going on? You in fucking Neverland? What's going on, bro?
It's
right
fine.
In front of you.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
You're not talking any sense at all. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? Okay. Let's move on. Yeah. I don't see a fit with Vegas. They don't have a position of prospects we want, which is defense. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Darkness. We'll see. I've got some prospects there in their pool, though. And I like Buchnevich at control, and they got Barbashev. And Vegas, when they trade for people, they like to keep them. Because I heard today too that they're gonna extend Hanifin. I think it's a great move. That I think all the people bitching about Kelly McCrimmon, dude, you just wish you had him as a GM. The guy has balls and he makes moves to make his team better because they want to win now and they're not pussy fucking footing around. And every GM took that thing. Look, I think Rutherford did it when he was Pittsburgh's GM. I think, wasn't he also the GM when they won in Carolina too? He won a cup with Carolina too. Like he's not, and he made a bunch of trades. He brought in Doug Wade. He brought in Mark Recchi. I know it was a different NHL then, but these people crying about the LTIR. Hey, look, it is what it is. If Austin Matthews goes down, you don't think the Leafs are going to take advantage of $13 million in LTIR? They're gonna, I promise you. And what are you going to say then? Just wait 3 or 4 years when these players get older. It's going to happen. So, all right, we're going to skip these AHL ones because I really don't feel like they're anything we need to talk about. The Anthony Beauvillier one is a little bit so. Nashville traded Trennan and another player, but they added Anthony Beauvillier, which I always thought he had some really high potential. I don't know. Where do you guys feel on this one of Anthony Beauvillier for a 5th round pick? They don't give anything up, no player or anything. What do you think?
I forgot how much money this kid was making. Holy Jesus.
I know, not too shabby, huh?
Holy crap, man. Because he didn't do dick all in Chicago. So that is maybe a change of scenery, maybe getting under the wing of some of the leadership there in Nashville and just playing in a bit of a different system, just something to play for. Maybe he's got a motivation issue or something, but holy jeez. He has been a ghost in Chicago.
Yeah. What do you think, Perlo?
Well, Beauvillier, it's all speed. They're just getting speed. The guy can skate. He just can't figure out what to do while he's skating, and he hasn't been since the Islanders or Vancouver. So Nashville must be able to think that they can put him in a place that he can be best at here. But, yeah, I agree with Rico here. He's got a lot of money on the freaking – it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. You're talking about Trotz. And Trotz must see something in this guy because it's a big play to get Beauvillier in there where he would probably be a waiver wire pick in the offseason. So,
yeah, this is the last year of his deal, I believe. So, his deal is up, it looks like here.
Yeah, so he goes and pops off in the playoffs and has a nice little playoff run for Nashville if they make it. And then all of a sudden he signs another one of these deals and he disappears for 3 years again.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
That's a good way of putting it, Rico.
Yeah. I got to say, let's move on to this next one. I love what Chris McFarland did with they get Brandon Duhaime and Yakov Trenin, these 2 next trades, for 3rd round picks for the 2025 and 2026. And just they completely, by adding Casey Middlestat and getting rid of Ryan Johansson. And then, dude, to see what they looked like last night against the Detroit Red Wings, just beat the pants off of them. It was a close game, like 2-2. And then they win 7-3 and they basically controlled the 2nd and 3rd period, just all over them. I mean, Detroit, I know Detroit was missing, Larkin, but still, one player would make it. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry. The problem with Colorado is their secondary scoring. They got a 500 record on the road. That's concerning to me. They got a big top-heavy team there. I mean, the first line's unbelievable. Rand's probably the best power forward in the league right now. McKinnon probably one of the best in the league. Probably going to win the Hart this year. I mean, Matthews might score 70, but probably 10 of those are coming in overtime. So you got to look at the you got to look at how the players look on the ice, and McKinnon is indestructible, but they tried getting that secondary scoring with Ryan Johansson. It just didn't work out. So they're just trying to get a little more depth there with Middlestat, rebuilding their 4th line, just getting a road game playing a little better. I think that's important for Colorado if they want to do anything in the playoffs, because you can shut down those top guys in a home matchup. You're playing against Hanifin, Pietrangelo, Theodore, Trist Tanev, you got Heiskanen, you're going against playoff ready decors that are ready to win the cup in the West. And if you can't win on the road, you're not going to get one.
Yeah, go ahead, Perlo.
I mean, you can't, like, fantastic pickups. I don't know if they're going to be able to gel all together right away, but he has done amazing here with the pickups that he's made, especially with those two. Duhaime is like a great fourth liner. Trennan, like, they didn't have much in their bottom six, and now they got tons on paper. Anyways, we'll see how it translates. But you cannot. I mean, you can't poo-poo what he's done. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I was blown away. I mean, all that happened while I was running around trying to get the dogs' haircuts and pick up medical paperwork for them and stuff. But yeah, absolutely. I was gonna pull up Daily Face-Off because I think they solved their secondary scoring in two ways. Okay. One, they bring in Casey Middlestat, who I know is not like a world beater, but he's going to be a great second line center on that team. Okay. And then you can move some of their talent, and they get Nichushkin back too, right? So, like, check Pagnota right now. Says Darkness. Thank you, Darkness. We'll check David Pagnota. Pagnota from the fourth period, editor-in-chief. Breaking news, Let's Go Buffalo will visit Munich for Okay, that's not it. In addition to Bunting, some chatter Carolina's package to Pittsburgh for Gensel includes 2 of Carolina's prospects and a second-round pick. Ooh. But if you get 2 prospect players, that probably helps Pittsburgh more than a draft pick, honestly. Because Pittsburgh's probably trying to... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pagnota's waiting. Okay, so... I'll just pull this line up and I want to see what you guys say. Here you go. I'll have you guys look at this and then just take a look. Daily Face-Off has it here. Let's see if I can zoom in. If we'll let me zoom in so we don't have to see the stupid ad. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, right there's good, right? Okay, so top line of Arturi Lehkonen, Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, Druin, Middlestat, Nichushkin, Miles Wood, Ross Colton, Zach Parise. Have you seen Zach Parise's numbers since he's been with Colorado too? Pretty impressive.
Good. There was a little bit of a health scare last night. He went off the ice for a bit with a bit of a knee injury, then came on 2 shifts later.
And then they add Duhaime and Trennan, and then look at their decor. Cale Makar, Devontae is probably best top pairing in the league. Gerard Manson, then they add Sean Walker, and they got Jack Johnson. I think they've got a couple other guys they can bring in, but for your bottom pair, like, I know Jack Johnson's 105 years old, but he's only going to be skating 12 minutes a night,
Yeah.
And then you just Walker. Go ahead, Rico.
No, sorry. Just go get a depth goalie, and this team could probably win a cup. Go get somebody in there.
I thought Jake Allen. I heard Jake Allen's name be kind of mentioned.
I could see them going after somebody in case something happens to Gorgiev, or you just want to let him breathe a little bit. If you get into a bit of a resting area where you can take the week or 2 before, and your standings aren't going to change. And you can give Gorgiev a little bit of a break down the stretch, but that's looking wicked, man. Nichushkin coming back is huge, and Parise's, the guys never won a cup, so he's motivated. Drouin is back; he's playing well in the power play, and one of the biggest ones there is Lehkonen back from injury too, because this guy is meshing so good with McKinnon and Rantanen right now.
Well, and we're not even talking about it. And then I want to hear from Perlo on this too. We're not even talking about if they make it to the second round, they get Gabe Landeskog back, their captain, one of the best power forwards. Just I think Colorado. I'm starting to go. Colorado's going to win the cup. I think the moves that McFarland made. Now, the goaltending is a question, but I think Georgiev leads and wins. And I understand what you're saying about the road, but they're winning at home. And the only team that would have home ice advantage over them right now, I think, is
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg would, yes, but they won't play them in the first round, so you can never know what's going to happen. It would be Vancouver if you think in the conference finals. So yeah, Winnipeg, it could be tough. We'll see. I mean, good. I'm rooting for Winnipeg too. I'd love to see Winnipeg win. That would be awesome. They've been a little sleepy here, so anyway, I'll stop sharing. But no,
dude, if they get Landeskog back, that would be unbelievable.
Yeah, Perlo, just your final thoughts on the Colorado Avalanche and the brilliant master.
Well, it's a lot of pieces. The only thing, it's a lot of pieces to put together and try to get motivated to be a team to go into the playoffs. But you can't argue with the pieces that they put together. Like it's on paper, this looks like an incredible team. Fantastic moves, absolutely fantastic moves. It's just a case of everybody gelling together and see what they can do. That's what I would say there.
Yeah, and I'm with you, man. That was when I heard that, I was like, these are the moves. Like Duhaime's going to score a big goal. These are the moves you just see, and you're like, by the way, I didn't see that Jeremy Swayman tried to get a goalie fight going in the game with Boston. Oh man, that was I was just so gleefully happy watching the Capitals smash the Penguins that I was really just kind of checking in on that game. And I should have listened to that whole game because one, Gord Miller, one of the best. I just love listening to that guy call a hockey game. And Mike Johnson, Johnny, one of the greats. Now Johnny does a lot of stuff here in the States. So, and I expect him to be like the next Ray Ferraro, and we'll see him on more US calls too, because somebody should pay that guy. He's really good. I know Rico, you're very familiar with Johnny. You get him all the time. So
yeah.
Cam Talbot's starting tonight for the Kings. So that's good. He's back in action. Kings Senators almost underway. Islanders Sharks is underway. Vancouver Canucks winning 2-0 over the Golden Knights right now. The Wild are up 1-0. There's only one period left in that one. And then, of course, the Sabres did win that, did lose that game to the Preds 4-2. Owen Power
already scored a minute into the game.
Who did?
Noah Dobson.
Oh, yeah, Noah Dobson. Nice. Hey, by the way, Bowen Byram in his first game had a goal and assist for the Sabres. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. That's awesome. I guess from what I was hearing, I don't know if you guys heard this, I was hearing that Byram wanted to change the scenery too. He was ready for a change. Which, dude, like he won a cup there, and he had some injury problems early in his career. So, hey, Rico, turn your camera just a little bit this way. I'm picking up your living room TV.
With Byram,
here, I'll shut it off.
I thought maybe your old lady was there.
With Byram, he's got a lot of people tailing him there in LA. Like, there's a lot of young players coming up and a lot of competition. I could see him going like, okay, you know what? Where am I here? And they're going, we don't know where you are. And he's like, I'm a top 4 defenseman. So
No. Byram came from Colorado, not LA.
Colorado. That's what I meant. Colorado, yeah.
Yeah.
They got a lot of young guys coming up.
They got Cale Makar ahead of him, essentially, is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not passing that guy.
If he thinks he's going to be a number 1, he's going to be like, well, I'm probably not going to be that here. I'm not going to get paid like that here. So,
yeah, I don't want to say, hey, let me make it clear. I'm not saying that's what he said. I just heard that there was go back to the full screen here. I just heard that there was a little bit of he was kind of ready to move on. Like I didn't hear it. I didn't hear anything like, oh, I don't want to play here because I can't be the number 1. That's not what I heard.
Right. Yeah. He was ready to move on. Yeah. Because he thinks he's a number 1 and he should, because he should be a number 1, and you're not going to beat out Makar. So
yeah,
I get it.
I don't know if Jesus Christ put on skates, he'd beat out Makar. I'm just saying. Like, okay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, Jesus. Makar's going to start for us. You're going to have to be the second line guy.
Yeah,
that Frank Saravelli, that's interesting to me that they didn't try to lock in a deal, especially if you're giving up big time prospects for oh man, it's just funny to me with this Gensel move. But I give Don Waddell credit. if there was any team that needed to make a move, hey, Salty, good to have you in, man. I'm sure I'm glad you came in a little bit later because we talked a little bit about your Red Wings not looking so good. But you're also an Avs fan, so I don't know how you deal with those games when the Red Wings and Avs play each other. Do you wear a half jersey or anything? By the way, Buchagras, they sent me an extra shirt. This is the Barry Melrose. All money goes to the Parkinson's, the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Foundation.
Wow.
Check out Gucci.com, the Barry Melrose t-shirt.
That's sick, man.
It's a really nice shirt too, guys, and it was like $30. Really super, exactly the type of material and stuff I like in my t-shirts. I wear a shitload of t-shirts. I'm a high end. So yeah. Okay. So let's just any other trades you guys want to talk about that we haven't talked about. And then what do you guys think is going to happen tomorrow? And then we'll look at the games. There's 4 games tomorrow.
I think Toffoli is going to be an interesting one because New Jersey held him out of the lineup tonight, and he's one of the big ones left. It's definitely going to be traded. So a lot of what I'm hearing for the teams left that may need him is maybe like an LA Kings, but also maybe a New York Rangers where you can just go right across the bridge and go right to the Rangers. I could see Toffoli there. They tried wingers like Patrick Kane and Tarasenko last year. It didn't quite work out, but I think a Tyler Toffoli for the New York Rangers would work out pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard Kings specifically, but yeah, I mean, the Rangers haven't done much except for Wenberg. Go ahead, Perlo.
It screams Islanders to me. Toffoli
They haven't done anything either.
Islanders. They haven't did anything. They got Palmieri on their second line, who's cool at 33, not bad. But he's like that type of player that's kind of team that they're building. I just feel that Toffoli to the Islanders, to me, seems like you'd have to probably do some cap stuff and all that kind of thing. But that would be my pick right off the top of my head. I'd have to look at it a little more, but they need scoring in the island, and he certainly would do that. But who's going to go back? I have no idea.
Holmes. Islanders are fighting to get into the playoffs, and you want Toffoli for the playoffs. Yeah. So if you trade for him and you don't make the playoffs, that's a huge miss. I don't know what you do if you're Lou Lamoriello.
Yeah, well, apparently Lamoriello said they're going to be buyers.
Oh, I heard that too. I read that. Oh, that's 100% accurate. I mean, I heard that. So, yeah, I read that.
Something happened here in Ottawa. The guy's really injured.
Oh, no. For what team?
Ottawa, LA game. Kostelic. Oh, it's Kostelic. Oh, no, he's done. Yeah, he just kind of hit the post and, not looking good. Not looking good. Anyways, continue on.
Anyways, it's only
game on. You know what? When we have an interlude like that,
well, he's up on his feet now. He's looking all right, but he took a big hit there for sure.
That game is still scoreless. Okay. Yeah, Islanders are helping themselves out tonight with winning 1-0, but that's good stuff. Yeah. Oh, I'm seeing it. I think I'm seeing it. Oh, no, that was 3 minutes ago. That was just an amazing save by Cam Talbot. You know what? Cam Talbot just being healthy for the LA Kings and back might be good, and it's good they gave him all that rest because he's not going to be over. Okay, so I want to answer Salt Darkness's question, and then I'll give my – I do think Buchnevich could get moved, and I think 100% it'll be the Vegas Golden Knights. I know you don't think so, Darkness, but I think they're going to do everything they can to add a little bit more depth scoring there. They've got the cap space with the thing now. That's why they had them retain on both Hannafin and Mantha, and why they gave the extra picks up. I 100% think that the Vegas is not done. They want to win cups. They know how to keep that fan base engaged. There's so much shit going on in Vegas. Think about it. And they know they got to keep. I think that owner is a genius. Plus, he was in the Army like me, so of course I'm going to like the guy. And they just do things differently, man. So, and that's what I think we'll see tomorrow, as far as a trade. And then Jared asked me about the Flames having 6.8 in cap space and could do one more small deal. Yeah, they could, Jared. I just think they're done. They've traded what they need to trade. And you know what? I'm so impressed with the Flames. They're still in the playoff hunt, man. Like
they went into Tampa and won 6-3.
They kicked the shit out of Tampa tonight at home. And Tampa's a good home team. Like, what do you do if you're a Flames fan and they make the playoffs, dude? Like, seriously, let's I'll pull up the standings real quick with the wild card as soon as this starts working. And the Calgary Flames.
It's funny you mentioned the Flames. It's funny you mentioned the Flames. I think if Guentzel's willing to sign long term, I wouldn't doubt that the Flames trade for him. Not to make the playoffs this year, but for the long term.
Well, no, they don't have to trade for him, Perlo, because if Carolina doesn't sign him to an extension, he's a UFA.
I think that's what he meant.
They could wait till the offseason, yeah.
No, they're not going to sign. It's already reported by Frank Saravelli that no extension was in place for Guentzel. So if Carolina just bought him for the playoffs, he goes to UFA 1 July or whenever that is, and he will be part of the free agent frenzy show that we have in the summer. So,
yeah, I could see him going to Calgary for sure there.
Yeah, no, they might have the space for him. I mean, he's an American kid. I don't know. I'm sure he wants to go on a Stanley Cup contender, but also probably wants to get paid and could probably get paid quite a bit of money. Okay, so just real quick, Western Conference. Vegas, man, if they lose tonight, they'll be 4 in a row, and they're just picking a bad time. Look at Seattle and Calgary and St. Louis. Now, St. Louis lost one tonight. That's a heartbreaker. They've played 63 games. But all these, now that's the thing too, you know, Nashville has games at hand on all these teams. Look, Edmonton still only played 61 games. They're not going to catch Vancouver, though. And I don't know that LA stays in that third spot, but I think we're going to get Vegas and Edmonton in the first round.
And those two teams fucking hate each other, so it'd be awesome.
It's the best. It might be the best rivalry right now. You know, Toronto-Boston's good, you know, but it's a good one. Toronto-Tampa's a pretty good one. Okay, and then let's just take a look at the East real quick. I'm a little bit concerned about Detroit after that performance, but I know they're missing Larkin for a couple weeks. Tampa scares me. I was going to say this earlier when you were talking about Tampa. Andre Vasilevsky has an .839 save percentage this year, I believe. Unbelievable. Tampa could, Perlo, you said a long time ago they could miss the playoffs. Look at right here. They lost today. The Islanders are winning. If they win this game, they'll be at 70 points. They're right there. So if Lamoriello does make a move for like a Toffoli or something like you said, and I still expect the Islanders to try to make a move. The thing about the Islanders are they don't have any superstars, but they really don't have any terrible players on their team either. They've got a bunch like Clutterbuck, probably one of their least skilled guys. All he does is score goals in the playoffs. Like, and he's gritty and he punches people in the face. And he's like, is there any one of us that wouldn't want a guy like that on their team? So it's unbelievable to me, man.
Yeah. And you know what? Going back on this LTIR stuff, I mean, problem some people say too is the trade deadline so close to the playoffs as well too. You basically only have to sit a guy out a month and he can come off LTIR. But if we didn't have this LTIR shit, the trade deadline would be even more boring.
I know.
In the salary cap era, you'd have no fucking trades if you couldn't put anybody on LTIR.
Did you hear Justin Bourne whining about it today on Kipper and Bourne? I had to be like, and then he was advocating for somebody's personal medical shit to be released. I'm like,
I know, dude.
You think Mark Stone is the type of player that would fake an injury?
Yeah, it's
not
like he's got a sliver or something in his eye. It's his fucking spleen,
which you can die from. There are people who have ruptured their spleens and died. You should listen to Chris Sims, former NFL quarterback, talk about when he ruptured his spleen in a game.
Yeah, and you think the Vegas Golden Knights want to be fighting for a wild card spot right now? They'd love to have Stone back. They can't even play defense right now, and Stone's one of the best two-way players in the league.
Yeah, if not the best now that Patrice Bergeron's gone.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Perlo.
Kind of like Kevin Hayes, Perlo, one of the best two-way players in the league.
I agree with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
I agree totally. Like, it's way overblown. Way overblown.
We're just talking about the LTIR, Andrew. The people are bitching and complaining about LTIR space. And Mark Stone gets injured so Vegas can make these moves. But Vegas is also giving up picks and prospects and good players. And, I understand, like, not when people are like, oh, we got fleeced, wait and see what happens with these trades. Like this defenseman, I haven't heard anybody say a bad word about this guy. He was like an AHL all-star, playing good, just couldn't make it into an already deep Vegas defense. And
you're talking about Miromanov? Miromanov was a great pickup.
Yeah, I've heard Perlo. I've heard a lot of people say, well, and they got a first out of it. Oh, it's a conditional first, which could be moved. So what? You still get a first. And think about if you get the first from 2026. Like, let's say Vegas trades it and makes it the 2026 pick, because they have their 2024 and they have their 2025, and they traded the 2025 to Calgary. But the condition is they are able to trade that 2025. It'll turn automatically to a 2026. Look at the draft class in 2 years. That's Gavin McKenna's year. You don't know what the Vegas Golden Knights are going to look 2 years from now. They could be one of the worst teams in the league. And then there you are, Calgary, sitting with, oh, you get Gavin McKenna. Oh, that's awful. And then what a Flames fan's going to say? You're going to wish you never bitched about it. Like, you can't do anything about it. And I think Conroy's done a really good job. And look, honestly, addition by subtraction with the Flames, some of these guys obviously were not great in the locker room or something, because they've just played better after they've traded all these guys.
And Calgary has a shit ton of picks. If you look at Calgary's picks over the next 3 years, man, they're on solid ground. If you're a Calgary fan, you're in good shape, man.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that.
I love the Miromanov pick. I mean, Hanifin was fantastic, but that guy has really got a ton of upside.
And he's 21, right?
I think. No, he's a little older. I think he's like 20.
And Perlo, what do you always say, Perlo? Who likes to play in Canada? You're Europeans, right? Non-American, non-Canadians are used to the taxes. They're used to that type of lifestyle. They're used to the winters.
Ekholm, like his wife immediately, like, yeah, we love it here. We love Edmonton. That's awesome.
Yeah, it feels like fucking Sweden.
Yeah.
It's probably warmer.
That's right. No, I really like that Miromanov pick. I think that, I mean, if you had to get rid of Hanifin and you got Miromanov back, I really like that pick. So we'll see how it turns out.
He's 26. You were bang on. He's 26. But, we talk about this too. Defensemen mature at a different rate. So they got rid of a 27-year-old defenseman, and they get a 26-year-old, and they sign him to an extension for nothing, $1.2 million. I love it, man.
And you got to remember why he hasn't played. Look at that defense. How are you going to get in?
They're so stacked. Yeah.
And he didn't complain. He didn't complain. He kept on progressing. I really love this kid. I really love him. I think they got a good guy here that Calgary's going to really like. I thought it was and I love Hanifin, but I think they did well here in this trade.
I love how somebody said it on Twitter too a couple of days ago when they got Hanifin. When the deal was pending on what was coming back and going forward, one guy on Twitter is like, yeah, it's just pending on Alec Martinez willing to put his leg in a wood chipper.
Dude, Alec Martinez is going on LTIR. He's been banged up for weeks and been playing injured.
Yeah.
He
should be. The way that guy blocked shots, he should have been injured a long time ago. My God.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Taylor led the league in block shots, so I think it's a great pickup.
Well, Braden McNabb's not getting any younger as well, too, so you're probably going to see Hanifin slide into McNabb's role, and he's going to fade out another year or two, and Hanifin will probably sign a deal there, and, he'll just slot right in. I mean, Haig's the only younger one on their blue line. Their blue line isn't getting any younger there in Vegas either. So
no, that's why another great reason why the Hanifin ad and why I believe they'll sign him is by the way, our good friend Rick Smith, Canadian gold medalist and legend, and Hot Take Hockey are also one of the ones bitching about the LTIR. Now, Hot Take Hockey, I think I would be fair to him. He hasn't been that bad this year. And I get it. Like, you guys have suffered through the Tampa Bay Lightning and stuff like that. But, dude, what do you do? Guys get injured. Do you think the Colorado Avalanche would rather have Gabe Landeskog? He hasn't played for 2 years. We know that's not faked. And, again, I just don't think Mark Stone's the type of guy to fake an injury. I just think he's very injury prone. It's very unfortunate about him. It might keep him. Yeah, what am I saying? He's going to the Hall of Fame. He's Canadian, so if he was American, he probably wouldn't get in.
Well, Mark Stone is one of the most awkward-looking guys on the ice. The way he skates, just everything about him, just doesn't look like a hockey player. If you walk by him on the street, you'd probably be like, "There's no fucking way this guy plays in the NHL." Then you see him on the ice, and he looks like a fucking, is this like unorthodox kind of guy? But yeah, his head's.
I've heard he's not a great skater. skater.
No, he's not. He's not a great skater. But
I am an absolute shit skater myself, so I don't want to be the one to like.
Neither is Matthew Tkachuk, and both of them are probably the best two-way wingers in the game. And they're not great skaters. They're just very intelligent players. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love players who play defense. I loved what Bruce Cassidy turned Jack Eichel into, and in the playoffs last year, I easily, again, I'll die on this sword. He was so good defensively, he deserved the Conn Smythe.
The thing is, Cassidy didn't do that. He was already doing it in Buffalo, but nobody was noticing it.
Well,
he was a great
I think that's up for debate. But Perlo, would you agree? Why isn't it not up for debate?
Because his analytics were insane in Buffalo. He was analytically an amazing defensive player in Buffalo, and nobody paid attention to it because he was in Buffalo.
Well, the rest of the team wasn't good. So how much does that mean, too, right? Like
that's what I love about analytics is it doesn't matter about the rest of the team. He was a fantastic defensive player in Buffalo.
Yeah, bring some of that to the show on Monday. Like, bring some of those numbers we can pop up. If you got a graphic where, just anywhere you can find it, send me a link because I'd love to talk a little bit more about that. Because Monday we're going to start talking about. Go ahead.
The same reason why they picked up Hanifin. Hanifin is an analytic, amazing defenseman. So,
I mean, I think it helps. I mean, I think Eichel's a legit superstar. I just think he's played in Buffalo, and I think he's, he just happened to be
good friends with Hanifin too. He's really.
Oh yeah, they played together like a long time ago, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw.
They showed a picture on social media there with Hanifin with a drink in his hand, Eichel with shades, just leaning back.
Yeah, that'll be cool, man.
I didn't know. I didn't know they played together.
Yeah, I think they're from the same. I think they played together in like youth hockey, Perlo. Like that's how far back they go. I think they're from the same area in Massachusetts, I believe. Yeah, I knew Hanifin was a Boston area guy. Yeah, no, I think that's 100% accurate. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, Andrew, but I got you, buddy. You got some. I'll let Rico. Rico watched all the game. Andrew has a question for you. Any thoughts on the Leafs game tonight?
Well, there was sickness going through the Leafs locker room for the last couple of days. So, I mean, they sat McCabe out a couple nights ago. I mean, there was a lot of fight within the Leafs tonight. It's surprising that they started Wall both games against Boston. I thought they might have gave Samsonov that look and gave Wall one of the games maybe against Buffalo. But they, like Beard said, the Leafs started out good, but Boston's just one of those kryptonite teams for the Leafs, man. And it felt like a playoff type game tonight, but it just felt like the Leafs weren't 100%. But the only nice thing I saw about the Leafs tonight was a little bit of pushback, a little bit of fight, a little bit of aggressiveness. Like they're not going to get pushed around, which is
I like that a lot from them.
Yeah, but So I think there might have just been something going on in the Leafs room, and there has been. Guys have been sick, Kampf, McCabe, and I don't think the boys are all feeling well. So
yeah, the Leafs are on a little bit of a skid now, right? They've lost a couple in a row. Oh, we lost the Instagram thing. Everybody, sorry. See you later, Instagram. We will talk to you later. That is over. Okay. And they ended it automatically, so I'm good there. Okay.
Just with the Leafs, man, it's like with the Leafs, it's like first you were like, no, I don't want to see Tampa or Boston. I don't want to see Boston. Then I don't want to see Tampa. And now just watch what you wish for, man. Like I think as a Leaf fan, you're kind of begging for Tampa right now because
you are
Boston or Florida. And
you know what?
It's going to be a rough first round.
I think the Leafs could surprise some teams. They went on a little bit of run. They started beating some teams. I know they're in a little rut, but I think, every team goes through it now. Do they have flaws, but they've added some things? Let's just see where they're clicking. I mean, yeah, they don't want to play the Panthers in the first round, Andrew. That's definitely not going to be a win for them. But I did like seeing the pushback. Reeves is playing, and he's getting – I mean, he may not do a whole lot for them, but if he can invoke his physicality and help the Leafs be physical, and then seeing Bertuzzi get going was good. Like seeing him get in a fight – I think it's good news for the Leafs. The Boston just has their number, and we'll see. I really am concerned about Boston in the playoffs. I think they're in a lot of trouble. They've got great goaltending, but they don't have anything else. I like
Carconi again. I was gonna take his goal prop. God, he pays so well. Damn, I took a Kerfoot goal prop instead.
Oh, what was his goal prop?
Kerfoot was paying well. Carconi was paying a little better, though.
Oh, what was the percentage on the goal prop there, Rico?
I think Carconi was like plus 400 and Kerfoot was plus 340. So both of them.
Oh, why didn't you take the plus 400?
I know. I should have. I know. Carconi.
So that is
going to go.
Oh, that game is tied 2-2 on the Minnesota Wild. I didn't have the scoreboard tonight, guys. Sorry. Couldn't get it going. I was playing with the dogs, just all happy as shit because the Cats just fucking murdered the Penguins in Pittsburgh. And I'm like, oh my God, it's 5 minutes of the stream. I gotta get in there. I mean, I had set up, so yeah, really good. Well, yeah, Zach Bogosian and Michael Carconi. Clayton Keller with his 23rd goal.
I know Perlo's on
I got the over. I got the over here. Yeah.
What's the over in that game?
6.
But
so
one thing,
I think there's only 18 minutes left in the third period.
One thing I like about Brad Treliving, fellas, is he likes to bolster the blue line, and it seems like Conroy's doing the same thing in Calgary as well too.
This goal is under review, by the way. Before you go on,
which goal? The Bogosian goal?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell did he do? He hit it with his beard?
The Kings are losing to the Senators.
Oh, they're saying that it's goaltender interference. But I can't see how it could be. No, it's not goaltender interference. What the hell?
Well,
why would
let's wait for the call. Just give us a call. Wait till the call.
Okay, well maybe it is. Maybe it is actually. No, there's no goaltender interference here. He's in the crease, but he didn't go in there. Nah, there's no way this is goaltender interference. I can't see it. We'll see, but he didn't go in there with the goaltender in the crease. He was just, I don't know. This will be weird. If this is goaltender interference or something, I'm going to be really interested to see why. Well, look at the replay. If you can see it, right now.
If you say it real fast, it sounds like Andrew Ferentz.
Interference.
If you say it real fast, it's 2 minutes for Andrew Ferentz.
Andrew Ferentz. Oh my God! True. I now want to become a ref just so I can say that shit. 2 minutes.
He was Andrew Ferentz was a captain of the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
That tells you how bad. That tells you how bad the Edmonton Oilers were at that time.
Hey, he won
That's
a Stanley Cup with the Bruins. That 2011 Bruins team is like so goddamn legendary too. They just get paraded around all the time. By the way, Senators are beating the Kings. Islanders are still beating the Sharks. Canucks are second period underway. Canucks Gold Knights. That's going to be the game of the night.
Is that the first period that the Islanders are beating the Sharks? Because I got Islanders minus.
Yes, there's 3:16 left.
I got Islanders puck line Q first period, Perlo. I got Islanders first period.
Oh, hey, I got
43 left.
Nice.
What do you guys think of this one? And then we got to preview the games, and I got to eat. What do you think of this one?
Holy fuck, Beard! That's out of your regiment, man.
You like that one?
That's a beauty, dude. That's when you're going to Cancun. You got to wear that on the beach when you go to the all-inclusive.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sweet. That is a sweet hat right there.
Okay, you like it.
Okay. Freaking beautiful, dude. Are you kidding me? That's
I got another
lovely.
one. I got another one. Where did you?
I could see Beard walking around knee deep in water in the Caribbean with that hat on with a cold one in his hand.
We got a local store here in Anchorage called Excalibur Sports. Shout out Excalibur Sports.
Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah, what do you think of that one?
Yeah, retro.
Oh, hey, let's see.
Ducks.
Oh, let me show you. Hey, let me show you. Okay, let me show you. Okay, we're gonna do a little. I did a little shopping today for the store. I got a little jersey. What do you think? Little Blues.
Kevin Hayes? Is that Kevin Hayes?
No, they're all blanks. All these are blanks. Little ads.
Colorado.
Valerie Kamuskin.
Little Flyers.
Nice Philly black shirt. The black.
Yeah, the black Philly.
Valerie.
Hey,
Danico. Ken Danico.
No, there's no names. No names.
I know. I'm just guessing.
And you know if I'm getting Rico, and if I'm getting a New Jersey Devils with names, I'm getting Scotty Gomez, brother.
Yeah, true.
He's from Anchorage, Alaska.
He's from Alaska. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he went to the same high school as my wife, East High. Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He went to the same high school as your wife?
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Holy shit,
Beard. Where are you going to put all this stuff?
Well, I'll just put them up in the closet, and then when I need a jersey for the display, I change these out all the time. But I didn't have these teams, so I went out and got them. Little Sharks. They have Sharks. Hockey doesn't have Sharks.
Nice. Pat Falloon.
Yeah. If I had to get a Sharks jersey, I'd get a Matt Carl, but I
get like, Archer's Irby.
Archer's Irby. Little.
Yeah.
I'd have to get
Nashville.
I think for Nashville, I don't know. I'd get a Carrie Fisher maybe. Oh, Scotty Hartnell.
Carrie Fisher. Fisher was
not Carrie Fisher.
Great jersey.
Terry is married to
Star
Mike
Wars.
Terry
Fisher from Star Wars.
No.
Carrie Underwood, yeah.
LA. Yeah, that's why I said Carrie, because it's Underwood. He's married to Carrie.
Oh.
And Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. Classic Red Wings. Oh, yeah, and the team I think that's going to win that game tonight in Arizona.
Minnesota.
That's it. That's all I got.
Who's your favorite Minnesota player of all time?
Oh, for me?
Favorite Minnesota player. Like not including the old Minnesota, the new Minnesota. Not including the old Minnesota. Who's your favorite?
Oh, so because if I said Mike Modano, that wouldn't count.
No. New Minnesota. New Minnesota.
Dude, I like Kaprizov. Can I say Kaprizov?
Of course you can say Kaprizov.
Okay, yeah, I like Kaprizov.
I'll take a Foligno all day long, though.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'll take a Foligno. And Buffalo is my favorite. Foligno. I like the old Buffalo Foligno. Their dad.
Foligno.
Instead of Benino.
Foligno. That's right. Yeah.
It was Benito, but anyway. Oh, Isles are up 2-0.
Vegas scored.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Yes, from the point. Was it Noah Hannafin? Was it Noah Hannafin, number 22? It was from the point. I don't know Noah. Oh, Amadio. Okay, Amadio. Michael Amadio. Amadio. Former Maple Leaf.
Amadio.
Going to win a Stanley Cup. Nico.
Could you get a better Italian?
12th of the year. I'm here to win the cup.
It sounds like
tomorrow, but we'll be on Monday.
It sounds like a brand of pizza. Amadio.
Oh, again,
never burned the crust. Oh, 2-0 Islanders.
Yeah, I just said that. Where were you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Romanoff. That's Perlo's favorite player, Romanoff.
No, you don't hate Romanoff, do you?
Oh, no, that was your favorite player. Oh, yeah, that was.
No,
said Romanoff.
I don't hate. Yeah, he's terrible. Shouldn't even be in.
He's on Perlo's second. He's on Perlo's second line of horrible players.
Yeah, we got to create a team Perlo of all the teams he fucking hates, and then I'll just put it together the graphic of all these guys.
I don't hate them individually. I'm just saying they're bad players.
But hating players. We got to do.
I know you're not assassinating their character or anything. Go ahead.
Four lines.
Yeah,
exactly. 3 lines of D and 2 goalies. We're gonna have the all Perlo team.
Yes, all Perlo team.
Let's do it. Let's just keep noting. That'd be hilarious. Domi, Hayes.
Well,
who else? You guys probably know more than I do.
We'll figure it out.
Domi, Hayes, Romanov.
You guys want to preview tomorrow's games or skip it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
No, let's do it. Okay. It's only 4 games, so let's do it.
9 p.m. All these are really late games, by the way.
Hoover will probably be playing left wing on that top line.
All late games. Detroit, Arizona at the Mully. Arizona's a +114 home dog.
Yeah.
Detroit Red Wings.
You want to go first? Detroit.
Yeah, Rico, go first.
Good night, Coyotes. They're playing
Good night.
Detroit coming off that loss against Colorado.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, Detroit's gonna ruin them tomorrow. If you're getting a money line of what are they giving you on the money line?
+114 for the Yotes.
So Detroit's like -120. I'm putting that in right now.
-135.
3-2 Wild.
That's fine. Yeah.
3-2
I'll
Wild.
put
Give
that
me a
in right
Hartman
now.
goal. Oh, Eriksson.
Anyways, next game. Detroit's going to ruin that game.
Wild at Avalanche.
Oh, Colorado's going to kill them too.
Colorado all day. Yeah.
Colorado's going to crush them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Eriksson top shelf or Mummy hides the fucking rubbers.
Oh, nice. So that makes that 3-2, right? Or did they wave that goal off?
Nope, 3-2. Perlo might get his over here.
Oh, yeah. You need it. You need it now. This is good news for you because then the empty
But
net.
I also got mini. I also have mini money line too, so it's all.
Yeah. Hey, sup, Jersey Rips? Good to see you. No, it's not a 24-hour trade live stream. That would be insane. Not doing that.
We did that. We took shifts. You're like, hey, Beard, you're going to bed from fucking 12 till 3. Perlo's in bed from 3 till 6.
Yeah.
Live reaction here.
Do you know what the sad thing about that is? I would do that.
You'd be the only one, Perlo.
That's as much of a hockey geek as I am as I would freaking do it. Okay,
Jared,
Dallas Anaheim.
Yeah, Jared, is tomorrow your birthday? Happy birthday, man! Thanks for being with us, and just come pop in on the Hot Take Hockey stream. I'll be with him from 8 a.m. to like 11 a.m. Eastern. So pop in. I got to get up at 4 a.m. to be on that show.
8 a.m. Beard, 8 a.m.
8 a.m. for him, not for me.
No, I know for me. I know for me.
Yeah, for you. Yeah. Watch us.
For you.
Yeah, get in there and watch him. Hot Take Hockey kicks ass. His streams are awesome. Yeah, Jared, come by and just say hi, and I'll wish you happy birthday. Wild Avalanche. I don't know. I mean, for you guys, I don't want to speak for you guys. No way, I'm not taking. Yeah,
Colorado.
We go too, and then you want to talk to under 6.5 if you got. I think over. I'd take the over.
I suppose, but
yeah, that's going to be a good game, though. I'm interested in that game. I might watch that game. Stars at Ducks. Ducks are a plus 230 home dog. Man, I might put a little money on the Ducks. Just the Stars did not look good. By the way, today on Morning Cup of Hockey, Johnny Lazarus was talking about the Stars-Sharks game and how the Stars lost. And I said, what are you talking about? The Stars didn't lose. They won 7-6. They came back and won in overtime. Yeah. And he's like, what? And Colby Cohen came out on the show, and he had bet money on the Sharks to win when the Stars to win when the Sharks were up 2-0. So he didn't even know he won money from this bet. I got him. Wow. Anyway, John.
Yeah, dude, that was when we went off stream, and then you guys are messaging me. You're like, "He's watching this game right now." I'm like, "Holy shit!" And Perlo's like, "Good night, Sharks," and freaking Dallas just scored a goal to make it 6-5 Sharks. And Perlo's like, "Good night, Sharks." I'm like, "Holy shit!" All of a sudden, 6-6, and bang, 7-6.
Yeah, incredible, man, incredible. So yeah, I got to give you guys opportunity to talk though. Sorry, I just went off on this little fucking tangent. Stars, Ducks. Who do you like? I don't think the line is good enough to put money on the Stars. It's a pretty big gap. The over under is 6.5. Go ahead, Perl.
Do you want to go Rico, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm not going to bet Dallas, and I'm not going to bet Anaheim. There's just no value.
Darkness said the trade call is over. The trade call is over. Gensel is over. Here we go. We got the official thing. 17 minutes ago, Penzer and Canes are in the process of setting up the trade call. Believed in the package includes Jake Gensel in exchange for a conditional pick that becomes a first multiple prospects piece plus Michael Bunting. It's multi-layered. That doesn't really say any of the players, though. So that was 17 minutes ago. Thanks, Darkness, for keeping us on. Oh, let's a LeBron tweet. Okay, let's see if LeBron has the.
I'd love to see the mock video of Bunting walking into the Penguins dressing room, into their locker room, and being like, "Hey guys, I'm a player to be named later."
Okay,
I'm Michael Bunting.
LeBron has everything. LeBron has everything, I think. Conditions of the 2024 first-round pick dealt to Pittsburgh in the deal. If Carolina does not make the Stanley Cup final, Pens will instantly receive Philadelphia's second pick in 20 previously acquired. So the first drops to a second if Carolina doesn't make the final. But it doesn't say who the other guys are. Okay. Sorry, guys. I thought I was going to get...
But a condition to make the final is a hell of a condition.
All I know is that Carolina's not making that trade if they don't know that Gunsel is going to sign. There's no way. So Gunsel's signing in Carolina. That's
not what's being reported, though, Perlo.
I think Carolina would get more in that trade. I think there would be more going back and forth if Gunsel was signing there.
Yeah, well, I agree with that, too. No, I mean, I told you earlier in the show, man, Frank Saravelli said no extension was negotiated. And so they're going to get to know the player. Again, he might love it there and sign there. But, in
a salary cap era, man, it's imperative to have a deal in place with a player like Gensel before you trade for him, man. Like, man, you got to have some kind of stability. Like, I went through it in fucking Toronto with Ryan O'Reilly and Nick Foligno and just giving away shit for fucking nothing. Like, the O'Reilly one hurt because we all thought that he was going to sign in Toronto after this.
He would be huge for you guys this year, too. He's having a good year. I mean, you guys could – I think you'd just be a different team, man. Like, I would actually think you could win. I just don't think they're going to win.
Last year, too, when Ryan O'Reilly was playing wing on the second line and center on the third line, Ryan O'Reilly, third line center going into the playoffs, like, holy fuck, here we go, boys. This is our year. But you know what? It doesn't always fucking work out in Toronto because there's that little clique, like freaking Ryan Reeves said, there's a little clique of all the top guys in Toronto, and it's hard for a Ryan O'Reilly with a veteran presence and a voice to go into that room and change the mindset of things instead of going to Nashville and you're number one center beside Forsberg and Nyquist right now, and your team's fucking in the playoff spots. It's weird how that.
I'm on LeBron, Darkness. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, he says, oh, yeah, the trade call just ended. Gensels to Carolina. Condition, yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything about the second pick. I'm on his page. He says there's a conditional fifth in it, too. We'll see. Okay, so last game of the night, Jets-Kraken.
That's a tough one.
So that's a home and home, but I think 3 days apart. I think that's a draw game, but Seattle's going to come out hard in that game, and so is Winnipeg.
Seattle's in the playoff hunt, and so.
Oh,
we'll see
on trade deadline day. Yeah, all these games at night are for a reason, probably because of the trade deadline. But
yeah, everything is 9:00 Eastern or later. There's 4 games. They all do. So yeah, even if we were having a show tomorrow, there wouldn't even be hardly a game on.
Like the Kraken have so many UFAs. Like even the Eberle deal isn't even in place right now, and they're wondering if Eberle's going somewhere or they're going to re-sign him. They're trying to negotiate a contract with Jordan Eberle right now.
So here's what I heard. Seattle wants to give him 2, and Eberle wants more, and Seattle doesn't want to give him more than 2 years. So if he doesn't accept the deal, they're going to trade him. So he's a guy we could see get traded tomorrow, even though all the trade deadline stuff is all the big names are kind of gone. Again, I still think that the Vegas Golden Knights are going to take a serious run at Pavel Buchnevich. He fits their lineup. He's a right wing, big body. Yeah, but the Rangers don't have shit.
I don't think St. Louis.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think St. Louis is trading Buchnevich.
I think the Rangers fucked up because they had a deal for Vetrano and Henrique weeks ago. Apparently, it was Kakko and first. The deal went through, eh?
It was for
Kakko and that's why the Rangers are stumped right now.
Well, hey, so there was a rumor going around here in the States, and I don't know if you've heard it, but next year the draft is at the Sphere. Well, you know who owns the Sphere? The guy who owns MSG, I can't think of his name. He's a total jackass.
Yeah,
he owns the Knicks.
Henry Dolan or something.
Yeah, Dolan. James Dolan. Yeah, he owns the Knicks and the Rangers as well. So the rumor was he told Drury, "Don't you dare trade the first round pick because I want to have a pick the draft at the Sphere." Now that being said, that's so retarded because they could literally get picks by trading for whatever. But it'll be. I wonder if this is why Drury sat on his hands, because everybody knows the Rangers have a good team, but they need to fill some holes to compete for a Stanley Cup. I mean, I think they have one of their D-course. They have maybe the best goalie right now. It's going to be in the core
isn't getting any younger either, man. The Rangers, they went through their rebuild. Their time to win is now.
Darkness is saying the full details. Who's got it? Who's got it, Darkness? My boy Xavier beats cancer, scores for an NHL goal. We love you, Miroshnichenko. Okay.
LeBron has it all. LeBron has it. Pittsburgh trades Gensel, 25% retained, and Ty Smith to Carolina in exchange for Michael Bunting, Ville Koivunen, Vasily Ponomarev, Cruz Lucic.
Wow, they got Ponomarev.
Cruz Lucic, Carolina's first-round pick in 2024. Conditional. Carolina's and fifth-round pick conditional. So, yeah, Pittsburgh trades Gensel, 25% retained, and Ty Smith to Carolina in exchange for Bunting, Ville Koivunen, Pomeresa, Cruz Lucic, Carolina's first and fifth conditional.
Wow. Okay.
That's a haul.
Dude, good trade by Dubas, man. Got a lot for old Jake Gensel.
I don't know much about the other guys. Cruz Lucius, I think, was but Palmer, that was a really good pickup. That was a good pickup for sure.
What about Ville Koivunen? Is he a current player? Yeah. So Michael Bunting, poor Bunting, he signs there thinking, oh, this is a chance to be on a Stanley Cup team going from the Leafs. And they're
thinking that Carolina got Carolina fleece and Dubas got bent over here.
No, I don't think so. I think they're not familiar with the names. I've heard Cruz Lucius. Pominarov.
I know about Pominarov. That was a really good player. He's a big, strong player, probably 50, 60 point guy in the future. That was a good pickup.
That's cool that we got that live.
Yeah, you know what's funny, Perlo, is you mentioned this as well too. Is there's some guy getting traction saying Gensel signs with Columbus in free agency, and I know you mentioned that too, Perlo, that Gensel with Columbus in free agency because they'll pay the money. Could see that happening.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, I think this is a rental too.
Dude, can you put a future? Can you put a future on Columbus signing him? Please tell me. I will give you $100 to put a future on that. And if it hits, what is the?
What do you mean? Put a future on like the price?
Gensel signing in Columbus. See if what odds you can get. Because if I put $100 on that,
no, there is no odds. There is no odds on that. There's no odds. No.
But I bet you can get like plus 14,000.
Yeah, you would get a lot for that for sure.
Apparently, Joe Morrow. A lot of people are surprised that he wasn't in that trade either.
Yeah, I heard his name be mentioned. Yeah, I mean, again, if the conditional pick going to the first to me leads me to believe. I think if they would have had the contract in place, the extension, which I don't think Gensel and his agent were prepared to do anyway. That's why I thought they might not get that much. Again, I don't understand people complaining. You have a general manager. What did the Calgary Flames get for Johnny Gaudreau? What did the New York Islanders get for John Tavares? They got nothing. He got something. This is a guy that's not going to re-sign with your team. You're not bringing him back. If you get anything for him, it's a good thing, right? Like, I don't understand. People, you're not going to get Wayne Gretzky in every trade, man. You're not going to win every trade. Not every time are you going to find a George McPhee that's going to trade you a Philip Forsberg for Martin flippin' Erat. You're just not going to see that. And then, the Capitals were the ones adding for that trade. They were the ones adding, not the Nashville Predators. So it's like, I don't understand, man. Like, what happened? What happened? Oh, what happened?
The Ponomarov guy seems to be the player in the deal, like Perlo said. A lot of people are saying that they're happy that he's going the other way.
Yeah, personally, because
that's a nice pickup. He's a big guy with a lot of skill. He probably won't be ready for a little bit, but I like him a lot. Yeah.
Oh, dude, hey, quick. Mea culpa. Hold on. Mea culpa. Tom Wilson's grandfather passed away this afternoon. He scored the opening goal shorthanded. Like, hey, thoughts and prayers. Hey, really, heart goes out to Tom Wilson's family. That sucks, man. Like, brutal. And I guess he was really important in his life anyway. I know he's a Toronto area kid. T's and P's to Tom Wilson and his family. I just saw that on Twitter from the Caps, by the way. They just released that. I apologize. Anyway, guys, I need to eat some dinner. I'm really sorry. Let's finish. Let's just remind everybody tomorrow I'll be on Hot Take Hockey Stream. We'll be back Monday to recap what happens tomorrow. Again, I don't think a whole lot. I feel like every move is made that's going to be good. Maybe we see Boucher.
Well, we got Chychrun, Toffoli. There's a lot of
I think Chychrun's going to get moved in the offseason. They had Garriock on. I think.
I say send Chychrun to St. Louis Blues. Bring back Parayko to Ottawa, and then mix in a little bit of a milkshake in between both sides. I think that's my prediction for tomorrow.
And I still think Zegras. I still think Zegras is going to be traded too. So
Elliot Friedman reported that Colton Parayko is not. They're not going to trade him, but we'll see. Okay. I appreciate everybody. Don't forget again, Hot Take Hockey stream. Thanks for everybody showing up. Again, you can download the podcast on FFSN NHL Nightly on Apple and Spotify. We will be back Monday to recap the trade deadline and everything. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.